Okay, so for the last assignment of the year here, we're just going to do the odd numbered problems. Okay, so the ready, it's kind of like a review from something from Math 1. Kind of important though, you will use it a little bit next year. It's the distance formula. Okay, so they give it to you up here at the top. They say that the d is for distance. And they say that d is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared. So that's that minus that squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, which is going to be that minus that squared. Okay, so it's like x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1. You're just, instead of putting one over the other like you do with slope, you are finding the distance. So it should look kind of like this. Okay, so we have x2 minus x1 squared. And if you switch it around, it doesn't matter. If you do like 3 minus negative 9, it won't matter. And then it's plus, now it's y2 minus y1 squared. So that's this one minus this one squared. So now we got over here negative 2 minus, minus a negative 7 squared. Okay, so that's kind of how it's set up. Now you don't have to write this out every time. You can just do it in your head. Negative 9 minus 3 should be negative 12. And then I'm just going to fast forward. If you square negative 12 times negative 12, it's always going to be a positive. So that's going to be 144. Then over here, you have negative 2 minus a negative 7. So remember, whenever we're subtracting a negative, those change to add. So it's going to be negative 2 plus a positive 7. So negative 2 down 2, you go up 7. That would leave you up 5. And then again, it's 5 squared. So this would be 25 here. So it's basically the x minus the x squared plus the y minus the y squared. Just make sure that if you do the second x minus the first x, like we did here, then you have to do the second y minus the first y. So just keep it the same, just like you would in slope. And then you finish this, 144 plus 25, I believe is 169. And then, now if we square root that, that should be 13. So what that means is that, let me erase all this crap. What that means, going back to this, our original problem, is that the distance from A to B, okay, so we're thinking the distance from this point, over 3 down 7, to this point, left 9 down 2, the distance between those 2 points is 13 units. Okay, so do that for 3 and 5, and we'll be done with the ready.